Beer here back in the fantasy bar. 6 plays for you for a huge Friday night in MLB, including some bats that are very locked in right now. I want to spend up on my favorite value play on the slate. A starting pitcher, I think you're going to want to lock into your lineups. And a beast of the night, I think, is in for a huge night. Who are we talking about? Belly up to the fantasy bar and find out. Welcome in, guys. Friday edition Beers Daily Fantasy 6-pack. And where would you rather be on a Friday than in the fantasy bar? We've narrowed it down here on a huge Friday night slate. 6 guys fresh off the tap for you on FanDuel and DraftKings. Thank you, as always, for stopping by and checking out the video. Now, as we do every single time, guys, and you guys have been killing it with this, please take a second, hit that thumbs up button on YouTube. Thank you in advance for that. Make sure you subscribe to the channel as well. Football right around the corner. Yes, we will be back with football 6-pack. So make sure you are subscribed and get those notifications. And speaking of football, guys, who doesn't love to bet some football? Head over to scoresandodds.com/beer. Check it out. Weekly, monthly, yearly subscriptions available, but tons and tons of betting information, analytics, compare odds across sports books, and premium picks from some of your favorite RotoGrinders contributors. I might be even giving some of my favorite bets this season over there. So make sure you guys go over there, check it out, get signed up today. Scoresandodds.com/beer. The link in the description of the video here. All right, let's get into it again. A lot of games, got to narrow things down. We did just that. 6 guys for you. Here we go. Let's start at second base with Kiki Hernandez of the Red Sox. This guy's always been very good against lefties. We know that. Year in, year out, puts up numbers. Same story here. This season, 363 to weighted OBA, hits for power as well, 231 in the ISO department, and a solid 49% hard contact rate. We've talked about that. Anytime that number's right around 50%, that's what we want to see here. So Hernandez, we know, solid against lefties. Also comes in good form, 6 hits, 6 runs scored, couple home runs over the last 3 games. And Allen really struggling against righties this season. You see that WOBA over 400, a massive number there. Also allowing a lot of power, 307 ISO allowed with a 44% hard contact rate. So Hernandez locked in right now, good against lefties. Allen been terrible against righties. You do the math. Kiki Hernandez in a smash spot here tonight against Mr. Allen. All right, let's go to the outfield with our next play. We're going to roll with Mitch Haniger of the Mariners. So another guy playing well right now, so we get the recent form. We check that box. 3 home runs for him here over the last 7. Other boxes we want to check. The power against lefties, we know that's there, 286 ISO. The hard contact rate, we just talked about it. Well, Haniger even putting Kiki Hernandez to shame at almost 56% in the hard contact department. Also, very good fastball hitter, and he's going to see a lot of those here tonight from Bubic, but 500 weighted OBA against that pitch and an ISO north of 400. So hits for a lot of power against the fastball. Bubic, again, struggling against righties. 351 weighted OBA allowed, 223 ISO, along with a 38% hard contact rate. Mitch Haniger in a great spot here tonight against the Kansas City Royals. All right, let's stay in the outfield. Another big bopper here with Avisail Garcia of the Brewers. So Garcia been a nightmare here for lefties this year. We're talking a 441 weighted OBA and ISO approaching 300 for him. A hard contact rate north of 50% against lefties. In fact, leads all of these Brewers bats in that department. Now, Albers, we haven't seen a lot of here. It's a guy that's been around a long time, kind of average at best, in my opinion. So digging over some of the career numbers here, we just don't have numbers over the last few seasons. An xFIP of 4.64 to righties, a WOBA at 330 here. Garcia in a good spot. Prices are fair, especially over on DraftKings. Under 4,000, a lot of upside here in this bat for that price. All right, I promise you my favorite value play. That's where we're going next at first base, second base with Michael Chavez of Pittsburgh. So recently traded over to the Pirates here and really making an impact, but pricing is what I want to talk about first here. DraftKings, just 3,500 here. And FanDuel, almost minimum price for a guy expected to hit near the top of this lineup. Now we know Pittsburgh, generally not a team we want to target a ton here, but I think this is a good spot here. 4-hit game the other night. That's now 7 hits for him over the last 3, 316 ISO against lefties, 52% hard contact rate. Limited numbers there this season, but good long-range track record against lefties. Hap, always a guy I want some exposure to. 363 Woba allowed, 247 ISO, and that power mix we're looking for, north of 40% in both the hard contact rate and fly ball rate. Chavez in a great spot. Basically a free square over on FanDuel. Take advantage at just 2,100. All right, we saved money there so we could spend up at starting pitcher. We're rolling Aaron Nola of the Phillies. So Nola been awesome as expected. This guy continues year in, year out to be a Cy Young candidate. I think it's no different this season, but strikeouts really been there for him. 7 or more strikeouts now in 6 of the last 9, including that gem in his last start with 11 strikeouts against that potent San Diego lineup. Well, now we go from that lineup to Arizona, who's not very potent here. A team that's really struggled against right-handed pitching. We'll get to that, but I really like the way this sets up for Aaron Nola tonight. Normally a right-handed pitcher against a left-handed heavy lineup would give you pause, but this guy's strikeout rate is actually higher against lefties at 30.8% compared to 29% against righties. So he really handles his lefty bats extremely well. We've talked about Arizona before. We've picked on Arizona before with success, and we're going to do it here again tonight. 8th highest strikeout rate at almost 25% against righties. ISO at 137, 29th in the league. WOBA just 295 as a team, 28th in the league. WRC plus 29th in the league. Home runs against righties, 29th in the league. Batting average sitting at just 231, 26th in the league. So you get the point. Arizona, we know, not a very potent lineup here. I think Nola puts up double-digit strikeouts here, once again, making him easily worth those $10,000 salaries. Pay up, get Aaron Nola in those Friday night lineups. All right, it's time to take a look at my favorite play for Friday night. But before we do that, we want to continue the Beast of the Night contest. Free to play. Thank you to you guys for checking out the video and hanging out in the fantasy bar. Very simple. All you have to do, go down to the comment section and guess fantasy points on DraftKings for my highest scoring hitter of the 5. Just need fantasy points. Just throw the number in there. The closest guess will win themselves either a free 3-day pass to RotoGrinders Premium or a free RotoGrinders t-shirt. While you're there, who is your favorite play of the day? We're going to put the spotlight on you guys. Who's your beast of the night? Let me know in the comment section right below the video. Now, let's take a look. Final play for today. My favorite play of the night. You know I'm as Beast of the Night. All right, Beast time. We're going to spend some more money here in the outfield. We're going with Bryce Harper, tonight's Beast of the Night. This guy absolutely locked in right now. Multi-hit games in 3 of his last 5. The power been there as well. The numbers against righties huge this season. 436 weighted OBA, big 337 ISO, and a hard contact rate, as you'd expect, well north of 50% at almost 55%. Very good fastball hitter as well, and he's going to see a ton of those from Widener, almost 60% on average. We're talking a 450 WOBA, a 350 ISO, and Widener been a mess against left-handed hitters. 380 WOBA allowed, 284 ISO, and the old power mix we want, 45% hard contact rate, and a massive 56% fly ball rate. If you're going to give up that many fly balls to Bryce Harper, guess what? Some of those balls are going to leave the yard, and I think that's what happens here tonight. Bryce Harper, big price on DraftKings. I get it. I think he's worth it. And FanDuel, same thing over there. Bryce Harper, easily my favorite play on the night and tonight's Beast of the Night. All right, guys, that wraps up for Friday night in the Fantasy Bar. As always, any comments, questions, feedback, hit me up in that comment section right below the video. You can also follow me on Twitter at Beermakersfan. Don't forget, fantasy points on DraftKings for my highest scoring hitter. Again, who's your Beast of the Night? Get that in there as well. And don't forget, go check out scoresandodds.com/beer for everything sports betting. Link in the description of the video. For RotoGrinders.com, I am Beer saying salut, guys. Best of luck tonight. Have a great weekend. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next week.
Hey, thanks for checking out our videos. If you want more expert advice on DraftKings, FanDuel, or any other daily fantasy sports, make sure you check out the current videos playlist.